If I had known that a simple meal by the roadside could open the gate between the living and the dead, I would have starved that day. Story. I still remember that afternoon clearly. The air was heavy, and the sun sat like burning coal above the red earth of my village road. I had gone to deliver palm wine to the elders at Enz Okoye's compound, a journey I had made many times before. But that day, my hunger was louder than my thoughts. As I walked along the narrow dusty path lined with bamboo and dry grass, I could hear the buzzing of insects and the distant sound of a wooden gong, pom, 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 calling villagers for the evening meeting. I had been walking since morning, and my legs felt weak. I carried a small pot of yam porridge my mother packed for me. The aroma was sweet, the kind that pulls even the spirits closer. I stopped near an old udala tree by the road, sat on a fallen trunk, and opened the pot. That was my first mistake. The road was quiet, too quiet. No footsteps, no bird sounds, even the wind stopped blowing. I remember muttering to myself, let me just eat small before I faint. I scooped one spoon and chewed slowly. The taste was perfect. But as I raised the second spoon, I heard footsteps behind me. Turning around, I saw a young woman. Her skin was pale, her wrapper white like morning smoke, and her eyes looked like she hadn't blinked in years. She smiled, but it wasn't the kind of smile that warms your heart, it was the kind that freezes it. Brother, she said softly, won't you share your food? I blinked twice. I didn't know when I nodded and stretched the pot to her. She sat beside me, too close, her scent cold like rain on iron. She dipped her fingers into the yam and ate quietly. For a moment, I forgot to breathe. Then she turned to me and whispered, do you know what happens to those who eat alone? Her voice echoed, though her lips barely moved. The leaves around us began to rustle, though the air was still. I dropped my spoon and stood up, but my legs were shaking. I wanted to run, but she held my wrist. Her touch was colder than the river at midnight. Every food shared brings life, she said, but food eaten alone invites death. Before I could answer, she vanished, just like smoke after sacrifice. My pot fell, the yam spilling into the red dust. I didn't wait. I ran as fast as my legs could carry me, my heart pounding like the village drum during a festival. When I reached home, my mother's face turned pale. She screamed when she saw dust clinging to my food pot. She said, you ate alone by the road? I nodded weakly. That night, I fell sick. My stomach twisted as if something was clawing inside. For 7 days, I hovered between life and death. The priest came, the dibia came, even the elders gathered. They said I had dined with Nimyo, the spirits that walk when the sun begins to fade. On the 8th day, they took me to the shrine near the stream, where the wind never stops blowing. They made sacrifices, poured libation, and chanted till dawn. When I finally opened my eyes, I saw my mother crying, holding my hand. From that day, I never ate on the road again, not even a grain of rice. Because when you eat alone by the road, you never know who might be watching, or who might join you.